Welcome to Daily Home Bible Readings from our Sunday School lesson for Monday, October 31st, 2022. I do not own the rights to this music. The topic for today is appeasing those zealous for the law. And that's coming out of Acts chapter 21, verses 17 through 26. I will read both the King James Version and the Amplified Version. And when we were come to Jerusalem, the brethren received us gladly. And the day following, Paul went in with us unto James, and all the elders were present. And when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what things God had wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry. And when they heard it, they glorified the Lord, and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews there are which believe, and they are all zealous of the law. And they informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the customs. What is it therefore? The multitude must needs come together, for they will hear that thou art come. Do therefore this, that we say to thee, We have 4 men which have a vow on them. Them take and purify thyself with them, and be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads, and all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee are nothing, but that thou thyself also walkest orderly, and keepest the law. As touching the Gentiles which believe, we have written and concluded that they observe no such thing, save only that they keep themselves from things offered to idols, and from blood, and from strangled, and from fornication. Then Paul took the men, and the next day purifying himself with them, entered into the temple to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification, until that an offering should be offered for every one of them. The Amplified Version of Acts chapter 21, verses 17 through 26. When we arrived in Jerusalem, the brothers and sisters welcomed us gladly. On the next day, Paul went with us to see James, and all the elders of the church were present. After greeting them, Paul began to give a detailed account of the things that God had done among the Gentiles through his ministry. And when they heard it, they began glorifying and praising God. And they said to him, You see, brother, how many thousands of believers there are among the Jews, and they are all enthusiastic supporters of the law of Moses. Now they have been told about you, that you are teaching all the Jews who are living among the Gentiles to turn away from the law of Moses, advising them not to circumcise their children or to live according to the Mosaic customs. What then should be done? They will certainly hear that you have arrived. Therefore, do just what we tell you. We have 4 men who have taken a vow. Take these men and purify yourself along with them, and pay their expenses for the temple offerings, so that they may shave their heads. Then everyone will know that there is nothing to the things that they have been told about you, but that you yourself also follow and keep the law. But with regard to the Gentiles who have believed in Christ, we have sent them a letter with our decision that they should abstain from meat sacrificed to idols, and from consuming blood, and from the meat of what has been strangled, and from sexual immorality. Then Paul took the 4 men, and the next day He purified himself along with them by submitting to their ritual. He went into the temple to give notice of the time when the days of purification, ending each vow, would be fulfilled, and the usual offering could be presented on behalf of each one. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.